Hey there guys. So ever since coming back from America, a few of you have asked me a few things about how I've managed to cope with eating abroad and, not knowing exactly where you're going to go and eat, and just generally coping in a new place, not knowing the people, that kind of thing. And for this video I just wanted to focus on the eating side of things, seeing as that is what has cropped up most often in your messages. So I guess the number one thing is that if you feel that you aren't going to be ready for eating out or not knowing where you're going to eat, then I advise that you don't go on the trip immediately. The thing that you have to start focusing on is feeling comfortable eating out in restaurants while you're at home, a place where you know is safe, and you can start practice going out on meals on your own if you feel comfortable, or with someone else to help keep an eye on you while you're eating, so that you don't slip up or you don't display abnormal behaviours that would defy the whole point of you trying to challenge yourself in the first place. And this can include things like putting food under the table, that kind of thing. And if you are going to display these kind of behaviours, yes, there is no point in you doing it in the first place. So if you feel that you need someone to just be a crutch for you, then don't feel embarrassed about that. It is important that you do these kinds of things because it just shows that you are really motivated to try and get better. Now, once you feel more comfortable eating out, then the next step that I advise you to do is something that I did, and this is to ask the person who you're going out with to choose the place where you're going to be eating. And this way you're completely in the dark from the get-go, and I understand that this can make you very, very anxious, but if you can do this, then you will feel a lot better after having done it. And the reason for this is because people with eating disorders, if they know that they're going to restaurant X, they will look up the menu for that restaurant, and potentially they'll look up the calorie information for that restaurant, and then you just sort of spiral into this sort of very anxious state, thinking, what shall I choose? Shall I challenge myself, or shall I pick something that I know I'll feel comfortable with? And again, if you do this, you're defying the whole point of challenging yourself in the first place. So if you can have this experience of being completely in the dark beforehand, and then going to this restaurant with the person who has chosen the place, then yes, you may feel anxious in the beginning. You may not know what to choose when looking at the menu, but when you're there, just make sure that that person is aware of what you're thinking, and say it out loud if needs be, because they won't understand what is going through your mind. And if they can grasp what is going through your mind by you telling them, then they can provide you with some help, or they can provide you with some just general advice of things to do. Or they could help you in a way by choosing something similar to you, so that you don't feel completely alone in the matter. And if you can do this the first time, then try it again the next time, and next time perhaps choose something that you know that you will enjoy, not something that the voice is telling inside your head to choose. And once you start feeling more comfortable with this, you can see the stepping stones of getting closer and closer to feeling comfortable with eating out. And then you can start to think about going abroad and that kind of thing, because then you'll truly enjoy the experience of being in that place, rather than continuously thinking about the next meal or about where you're going to next. Because if you're doing that, then there is no point in you going abroad, because you just won't enjoy the whole holiday. And I remember one year when I went abroad, and I was constantly worrying about what I'd be eating at the next meal, and it just sapped the fun out of everything that I did in that holiday. I tried really hard to have fun, but it was really, really difficult, and in a way it was a waste of money for my dad in the end. So please try and follow this advice, because it will help you in the end. And if you have any other questions related to this, I have made a video about eating out in restaurants, and I'll provide the link up here. I'll also put it in the description box below if you are interested in watching it. If you have any other questions that I haven't covered in this, then please do let me know, because I'll try and cover it in another video. But for now, thanks for watching.